Hello everyone, how's it going? So, today is July 31st, and tomorrow it will be my first official day as an English teacher. But before I talk about that, I want to talk about everything that happened before that, because there's a lot of things that have been going on. So, I left Chicago on July 16th, and I got here on the 17th at around 6 p.m. So, about that. So I left my house. I got to LA. I flew United to LA, and I transferred to Asiana and went to Incheon. But when I was actually in LA, usually when you have like a connecting flight, maybe it'll be in like you don't have to go through security again. You can just go to the next gate and then just take the next plane to go. Well, what ended up happening is that when I was trying to find, like, oh, which gate is it? Which one is it? I had to leave the airport and walk like 10 minutes to the international terminal. So I was with a group of, there was two other people that were with me, and there was one Korean guy, and he was actually studying in California, so his English is pretty good, and I was talking to him along the way. So we got to Asiana, the check-in desk, and they asked, how many bags do I have? I said, okay, I have 2 check bags, 2 personal bags, and 1 bike. And they said, where's your baggage coupon for your bike? And I said, oh, I have a receipt. And they said, no, we need a baggage coupon. And I'm like, all right, well, could you like call United or something? Because like I paid for it. I paid $100 for this. And they said, well, if you don't have the baggage coupon, you're gonna have to pay more money. So I'm like, forget that. So I had to like run back to the United and ask them, and the lady was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, lady, I can't mess around. I don't want to miss my flight. I have to find this stuff. I had to figure out right now, so please let me talk to your manager. So I spoke to her. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. This never happens. I'll go ahead and help you out right away. So I got the baggage coupon, had to walk back to Asiana and check in and go through security again. So that was about that. That was kind of a pain in the booty. But other than that, it was a really nice flight. The guy that I sat next to, he did business with a company in Hong Kong and mainland China also. So he was an engineer, and he was telling me about how he goes back and forth from California to Hong Kong and China. So he's constantly flying back and forth, and I told him about me going to Korea to teach English. So he was a pretty cool dude. Then, when my flight was finally over, I got out of I went to the baggage claim area, and I saw some dude with my bike box. And I was like, oh, what's going on? So I ran over to him. I'm like, excuse me, that's my bike. What are you doing with it? And he was like, where's bags? Where's bags? And I'm like, oh, I have 1 bag, but I'm waiting for 1 more check bag to come. He's like, go get now. And I'm like, yeah, it hasn't come yet. No, go get now. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'm going to crawl down into the area in the back, and I'm just going to go and find that right for you. So I guess he was working with Asiana Airlines, and he was helping people that had extra baggage to be able to get on out. So one of the guys, he helped me go through customs with my bike box and my other bags, and then I met my taxi driver. He was standing out in the waiting area. He had a sign that said Paul Heldman, and I'm like, yeah, gotta love Korea. So I met up with that guy, and he was driving me, and he called somebody, and he was like, oh, yeah, 30 whatever, and then his English wasn't that good. So he's like, oh, here, and he gave me the phone, and I guess when I talked to my recruiter, she said I was going to meet the head teacher at the school, but what ended up happening is that the guy dropped me off at one of my coworkers' house. So I met 3 of my coworkers, and they were super cool. They helped me get myself, put my baggage away, and they took me out for dinner and for a drink. We had a Korean barbecue. So I actually ended up staying a whole week with one of my coworkers, because the person that I was replacing, he's going back to Canada for grad school. He was actually married in Korea, he's been here for 10 years, for 5 years at the school that I'm teaching at, and he was going back, so he's packing up all his stuff. I mean, he has 10 years worth of things that he's been, collecting over those years. So, yeah, the coworker's really cool. Then in the morning, they took me to school, so I met all my Korean coworkers and all the foreign coworkers. So I guess, I don't know if with me it's 10 foreign staff or if it's 9 foreign staff, but either way, it's mostly Americans and 1 Canadian. Everybody was super, super cool, very nice, friendly, and helpful. Before going into this, I was preparing myself for to just end up working in hell along with Satan and Hitler, but actually it turned out to be I guess I'm just really lucky because the place is just I think it's a really organized, well prepared, good school. I had dreams before coming here that there was little nasty Korean kids that were spitting on me, and that I had the foreign staff was all a bunch of Italian models and nobody wanted to talk to me, and that I didn't have my own apartment. We all slept together in the school, and it was when I got to the apartment where my coworkers were staying, and the 3 people, I got in there and I sat there for a while, and I was like, so we're not sharing this apartment, are we? They were like, no, no, no. So I was really relieved because sleeping with a bunch of people at school would not be my cup of tea. So what ended up happening is that I was kind of shadowing the guy that I was replacing. And like I said, everybody said oh, Jason, he's the best teacher of the whole school, and really he did a really great job. His kids are so well behaved, they're so good at English, and so I'm really I feel really lucky to be able to take over his class and his kids. At the same time, I feel a little nervous because I have some pretty big shoes I gotta fill. But yes, I mean, there's certain books that we're using. They have a lesson plan, so each month I have to make a lesson plan. So I work Monday through Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's 10 to 5:50. Tuesday, Thursday, it's 10 to 7:15. I have an hour lunch break every day. And I teach kindergarten kids Monday through Friday, and then I have some elementary kids. They switch off Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday and Thursday. But basically, I teach around 4 classes a day, I think. So I have elementary, I think 2nd graders, 3rd graders, and 5th graders. So their English ability is all really amazing. But yeah, my coworkers have been, they've taken me out to a bunch of different places, showed me around, introduced me to a lot of friends. And also, my Korean friends I've been able to meet here, and I'm super, super lucky because I had such nice friends that have taken me places. Just recently, I went outside of Seoul, and I went to an alcohol museum that they make makgeolli. It's a Korean alcoholic drink. But yeah, the first week that I was here, I was seriously getting drunk every day, and I'm like, is this normal? Coworkers, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And they were like, welcome to Seoul. So I don't plan on getting drunk every day. That's a little too much for me. But I have met up with Wes, and yeah, just they've taken me to a bunch of different bars and clubs. There's one that we've been going to called Papa Gorilla, and oh my, is that place a place? It's pretty crazy. But yeah, that's kind of everything that's been jam-packed into a nutshell. So it's been 2 weeks since I've come here. The first week it was I was kind of job shadowing, learning how to work there for a week, and then the second week it was actually our vacation time. So it was kind of man, it would have been cool if I had this vacation time. I could have went and done something, but I think it was a lot better that I had this week to settle in and just get myself used to Korea. I won't have my first paycheck until August 15th, and that will only be for the week that I was kind of just practicing, learning how to work there. I won't have my full actual paycheck until September 15th. So we get paid once a month. But yes, I am it's really cool being here. It's something that like I'm gonna have to learn, Korean. I want to take classes. You know, I like being in Japan. I can speak Japanese. I can read, the written characters, and I know the brands. I know where to go to get certain things. But Korea, it's a whole new experience. I'm gonna have to learn all over again. It's like being a kid. So I'm really lucky to have awesome coworkers and nice Korean friends, and they've been helping me out and showing me. But yeah, it's really cool so far, and I have no idea where I'm gonna be a year from now. So it's gonna be interesting to look back at these videos and see what really happened and what's in store for me. But yes, prepare yourselves for a lot of videos because I plan to make a lot. And also, all I know is America and Japan. Um, More America than Japan, obviously, but sometimes I may make references back to America and Japan. Please don't think that I'm criticizing America and Japan or Korea or anything in any way. It's just that that's the only way that I can relate these things because I have knowledge of two things and like I'm learning about another. So there has to be something that I can like kind of compare them with. So yes, I intend to do this the proper way. Well, everyone, please look forward to some awesome videos. At least I hope and I think they'll be awesome. Later.